Julia Coleman was one of the first women superintendents of a public school system in Georgia. A beloved English teacher at the Plains High School, Miss Julia, as she was known, was promoted to principal in 1927. 4 years later, she became superintendent and served in that position for 21 years. Under her leadership, a new curriculum was introduced, and in 1937, a transformed Plains High School was named one of 3 model Georgia schools. 3 years later, Miss Julia was invited to the White House by First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt, where she was honored for innovative and dedicated service in education. In 1977, Miss Julia was honored by yet another first family, when her most famous former student, President Jimmy Carter, paid respects by quoting her in his inaugural speech.
As my high school teacher, Miss Julia Coleman, used to say, we must adjust to changing times and still hold to unchanging principles.
Miss Julia dedicated her life to education and to her students. In the classroom, she was innovative, stern, and ever nurturing. Out of the classroom, she worked for reform. She also led the debate team, directed plays, many of which she wrote, and organized commencement ceremonies aimed at involving everyone in the school. To beautify the campus, she planted the Friendship Garden, which became an instructive and inspirational haven for students, staff, and the greater community. Miss Julia is lovingly remembered today in the hearts of those whose lives she touched. We honor Julia L. Coleman as a Georgia woman of achievement whose goodwill and commitment to education helped raise a community and one of our nation's great leaders.